Shalom, shalom. Maybe back out here again. Do the work after work. But first and foremost, we're gonna get right into it. First and foremost, and all praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Kakadash, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai. Let's go all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, the Baras, apostles, elders, great millstone, peace and salutations to the whole collect across the planet Earth, pushing the truth, sincerity, spirit, and the truth. That's another Wednesday. Beautiful day out here, man. Prophecies passing, are coming to pass. We're just waiting on that great, terrible day of the Lord. The Lord will come back with the whole hopes of heaven, man. With his army, his chariots, like a whirlwind, blasting fire on this place, and ultimately delivering his elect. That's the day that we look forward to, man. That's since we got into this truth. That's the day that we look forward to, man. That helmet of salvation, man. That's why we come out and do this work, worthy in the eyes of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. To get up out of here, right? But just to get into some news and prophecy, man, there's a massive earthquake out here in California, man. This morning, out of the New York Post, it says a massive earthquake strikes northern California Wednesday morning, right? 7 hours ago. It's out of the New York Post. It says a 5.6 magnitude earthquake rocked northern California early Wednesday, with tremors felt near Redwood Valley. Right? The earthquake struck at approximately 8:10 a.m. Pacific time, according to the United States Geological Survey. Governor Gavin Newsom has been briefed on reports of an earthquake in Mendocino County. Governor's office is closely coordinating with emergency officials and assessing potential impact and damages. But that's just more prophecy coming to pass. Earthquakes in diverse places, man. That's one of the signs that Yahweh Shai told us to look for, man. These end days, right? There we go. The Redwood Valley earthquake comes as experts warn in May that threat levels for the big one, quote unquote, the big one, could be worse than feared due to horrific domino effect that could wipe out the West Coast. Man. So they're still looking forward to this big one. That big one that we keep talking about. Well, there is a big one that's coming, man. There's going to be a big one. As the scripture says, it's going to rock to and fro like a drunkard, the earth, man. The nuclear missiles, let me get that, man. So we're talking about a great earthquake. So they're worried about this big one that's going to rock the West Coast, sink the West Coast, wherever that may happen and may not happen. But there's going to be a major earthquake caused by the nuclear missiles touching down. Let me just read more in that article. It says Redwood Valley earthquake comes as experts warn in May that threat levels for the big one could be even worse than feared due to horrific domino effect that could wipe out the West Coast. Following the earthquake, which occurred 115 miles northwest of Sacramento, the National Weather Service said there were no signs of a tsunami. Right? Lot. 11. And after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet. A great fear fell upon them which saw them. Yeah, during that time right now. 3 days and a half represents 350 years. That we were without this truth, that we didn't have the breath, that we didn't understand who we were, that we didn't have the truth of the Bible, man. From roughly 1619 to about 1970, right? It's roughly about 350 years. When we were in that slave state of mind, man. We still are. 2/3 of our people, that is, man. They still have that spiritual yoke, around their face, man, around their mind, man. Because after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from the Most High entered into them. Yeah, they received this word, man. This word was pushed, around 2007. It was pushed across the internet worldwide, man. They stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them and saw them. Yeah, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, "Come up hither." And they ascended up into heaven in a cloud, man. That's the Ahchar, that chariot. They ascended up into heaven in a cloud. He said, that great voice from heaven. That's that deliverance, man. They come up hither and get beamed up. And their enemies beheld them. Yeah, their enemies can see us. Yeah, these weird-ass fucking heathens, man. Fucking East Indians, man. These goddamn Asians. All these heathens, man. They're gonna behold us, man. They're gonna see. They'll be elect. And they're getting beamed up. And they'll be like, are these the men? Are these are the true saints? Right? And that's the point, man. In that same hour, there was a great earthquake. And the 10th part of the city fell. And a great earthquake was caused by the nuclear missiles touching down. 200 million. Because in that same hour, there was a great earthquake. And the 10th part of the city fell. Yeah, the 10th part of the city, meaning the whole America, man. Not just the West Coast, man. They think it's gonna be some, big one out here in California. And that may still happen. That may happen. San Andreas fault, But there's gonna be an even bigger earthquake, man, caused by the nuclear missiles, man. And it says right here, the 10th part of the city fell, man. I'm talking about all of America, man. Because America's broken up into 10 different sections, man. 10 different area codes, zip codes, right? Or 10 different FEMA regions, right? And in the earthquake were slain 7,000 men. In the earthquake there were slain 7,000 men, man. A complete number of people are standing on this soil of America. They're gonna be slain in that fire, man. That hellfire, that nuclear destruction. Right? And the remnant were frightened and gave glory to the power of heaven, man. The Second War was past. Yeah, the Second World War. That Second World War is past. And behold, the Third World cometh quickly. That Third World War is coming, man. And we're talking about how, Iran starting to cool down a little bit, it's gonna pick back up again, man. Who's the fuck is gonna continue to draw them out more and more until they get that war started, until all the nations come in, right? The Second World was passed, and the Third World coming quickly. That Third World War, World War III, Valley Armageddon, Valley of Megiddo, man. Armageddon, man. That's what we're talking about. Armageddon, man. Mountain troops, right? Valley of Decision over in the Middle East. So the Second World was passed, the Third World comes quickly. Yeah, they just want to go into that earthquake, man. There's going to be a giant earthquake, man. The whole world is going to see it. They're going to feel it, experience it. Ones that haven't been delivered in them shits. More on that, man. Yeah, it's Isaiah 24:18. And it shall come to pass that he that fleeth from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit, and he that cometh up out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in a snare. Right? For the windows from on high are open, and the foundations of the earth do shake. The earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. It says the earth is broken up, man. The NLT, the earth is broken up, it has utterly collapsed, it is violently shaken. What's going to cause that? That nuclear destruction. That nuclear missiles, man. Right? Verse 20. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, man. So the earth is going to rock to and fro, man, from the missiles touching down, man. That nuclear destruction that's coming in this place is the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. You see a drunk person on the street, he doesn't have his balance. He has alcohol in the system, he doesn't have that balance, he can't walk well, so he's moving back and forth. He's reeling to and fro like a drunkard, man. Staggering like a drunkard. And there shall be removed like a cottage. And the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. Talking about Babylon the Great here in America. Once it falls, it's not going to rise up again, man. This place is going to be utterly destroyed, man. Between that, the missiles touch down, it's going to cause that big earthquake. So yeah, bad times is coming to this place. Yeah, it's part of the prophecies, man. Just going to go back in that article a little bit. Talking about a tsunami warning and all that. Back in the New York Post, it says a 5.6 magnitude earthquake is strong enough to cause light to moderate structural damage. Light to moderate structural damage. But this earthquake that the Lord's going to bring down from these missiles, that's going to cause the whole earth to be damaged. We just read it. It's way more than just structural damage, man. It said that the earth has broken up. Like in Isaiah 24:19 in the NLT, it says the earth is broken up. It has utterly collapsed, the whole earth, man. It is violently shaken. There's gonna be a whole destruction that we've never seen on a whole other level, man. The city's gonna be torn down, the sky's gonna be blocked out, the sun, the moon, the stars gonna be blocked out from mushroom clouds, man. Scripture goes into that, man. Those mushroom clouds. Revelation 6. Yeah, I'm going back in them seals, man. Actually, I want to close out them seals. I was going into them seals. Revelation 6 chapter. I'm going into that. Revelation 6 and 12. And I beheld and had opened the sixth seal. And lo, there was a great earthquake. The sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood. And the stars of heaven fell unto the earth. Yeah, the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, man. Somehow the missiles, man. Best way that John the Revelator was describing that vision. The stars falling from heaven. That light, the missiles. And the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs, and she is shaken of a mighty wind. When you shake a tree, then fig trees fall down. That's how you're seeing the missiles, man. Right? And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together. And every mountain and island were moved out of their place. Those mountains, islands are going to be moved out of their place. Islands are going to sink into the ocean, man. Right? The heavens departed as a scroll and rolled together. The heavens rolled together as a scroll. Talking about the mushroom clouds, man. You're seeing them up, and the clouds are going to block out the sun, moon, and the stars, man. It's going to be a day of darkness and not light, right? It's the day of the Lord. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, chief captains, mighty men, and every bondman, every free man, hid themselves in the dens and the rocks of the mountains. Yeah, they're gonna hide themselves, man. Deep underground military bases. They're gonna hide themselves in the mountains, man. Even in the oceans, man. They can't hide from the Lord. The Lord returns, man. It says, and the rocks and the mountains, and said unto the mountains and rocks, fall on us, hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. So they're going to try to hide. Let me read that in NLT. It says, every one, the kings of the earth, the rulers, the generals, the wealthy, the powerful, and every slave and free person, all hid themselves in the caves among the rocks and the mountains. They cried to the mountains and rocks, fall on us, hide us from the face of the one who sits on the throne, the wrath of the Lamb, man. Something like Yahushai, man. That's his name, Yahushai, man. When he returns, man, the whole world's gonna fear the Lord, man. 2/3 of our people don't have the fear of the Lord right now, man. They don't know the Lord, man. They don't have the fear of the Lord. But when the Lord returns, man, best believe they're gonna fear. Everybody's gonna see the Lord, man. Everyone's gonna bow themselves down to the Yahushai, man. Yahushai's name will be glorified on the planet Earth, real soon, right? For the great day of his wrath has come. We shall be able to stand. We shall be able to stand. Who's going to be able to survive the Lord, man? The day of the Lord, man. When the elect will, the election, man. They're going to be the ones to stand. They're going to be right up there with the Lord, man. Yeah, let me get the precept on that, man. The book of Amos, right? Amos 9:2. Though they dig into hell, thence shall mine hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. Though they dig into hell, man. Deep underground military bases in the ground, you know, right? His hand is going to take them, man. The elect will go up in there and take them out, right? Though they climb up to heaven, international space stations, man, up there, man. Ships, and a little space station up there, man. The elites are going to try to hide up there. That's when the Lord's going to bring them down. The chariots, the angels are going to be up there to bring them down. Right? Though they hide themselves on the top of Carmel, like the mountains, man, I will search and take them out. Thence. Though they be hid from my sight, at the bottom of the sea. Yeah, just like we just read, man. Revelation, right? Thence will I command the serpent, it shall bite them, man. It's a serpent, the lion, man. The Lord's got his sea creature, man. Okay, Godzilla, right? And they go into captivity before the enemies. That's why I command the sword, and shall slay them, man. Yeah, there's a precept on that, man. They're going to try to hide from the Lord. They're going to try to hide from destruction. They're going to try to hide from the missiles. They're not going to be able to, man. The Lord's going to preserve them. Really. A bunch of them are going to die. But yeah, a whole lot of them elites are going to be preserved from slavery, man. So we read, Isaiah 24, the pit. We put them in that pit. After many days, they shall be visited. I don't think I read that. Isaiah 24:20. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. It shall be removed like a cottage. The transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it. And it shall fall and not rise again. Yeah, the earth will reel to and fro like a drunkard, stagger back and forth. From that nuclear missiles hitting the earth, man. It caused that big earthquake that we just read about. Right? And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord Yahweh Shai shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. Yeah. What's going to punish these elites out here, man? Right? And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit. That's going to be a big pit, man. The elites dragged in there. Right? And it shall be shut up in the prison. And after many days, they shall be visited. They'll be going in there and they're ready to start their job, man, start their slavery. They're going to go over there and get them. First job is going to be clean up them bodies over there in the Middle East. It's going to be the first job burying those bodies. And the moon shall be confounded and the sun shamed. And the Lord of hosts shall reign in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem and before his ancient glorious. That Lord's going to reign, man. The Lord's going to establish his kingdom here right on planet Earth. Right? Real soon. The first thing that destruction has to come, man. These things must come to pass. Right? Hastening the day for that day, man. The day of the Lord. Yeah, so what is it for you, man? It's Amos 5:18. Let me get that real quick. Amos 5:18. Woe to you that desire the day of the Lord. And that's Christians that desire the day of the Lord. Why? Because they think he's some blonde-haired white guy that's got to come back and save everybody. No, the Lord is a big black man, angry black man with vengeance on his mind. He's coming back to get his vengeance. He's coming back to kill a whole lot of people, man. He says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. Like we just read about the mushroom clouds, man. The day of the Lord is darkness and not light, right? Read that in the NLT. There's what sorrows await you say, if only the day of the Lord were here. You have no idea what you're wishing for. That day will bring darkness and not light. The day of the Lord is going to bring darkness and not light. It's going to bring death and not life. Only to the elect. We're the only ones who are going to be delivered. The day of the Lord, man. Right? You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans better get it together, man. You better repent. Right? The Lord's only dealing with you. The Israelites, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? The ones that came out of Egypt. They're the true Israelites that the Bible speaks of, right? They're the only ones that have repentance. Back to this article, man. The New York Post. 5.6 magnitude earthquake is strong enough to cause light to moderate structural damage, particularly to older, poorly constructed buildings. Shaking at this intensity can topple furniture, crack walls, break windows, and typically felt across a wide area. That's a 5.6. We just read, when the missiles touch down, 200 million missiles, man. That's going to cause the whole earth to shake, man. It's going to destroy all of America. The 10th part of the city shall fall, man. The most recent magnitude 5.0 or greater earthquake in California was a 5.1 magnitude tremor that struck the state's north coast on June 3rd, 2026. So we had one just a few days ago, man. Today's what, June 23rd, 24th? We had one on June 3rd, earthquake. So a lot of them earthquakes up there are rattling off, man. They're saying that, hey, that big one, maybe close, the big one out here in California, who knows, man? It may happen, but hey, destruction is coming. All types of destruction is coming in this place, man. Time to check these troubles around the corner, man. It's time for you to repent. Doors of mercy are still open, right? Yeah, you got nothing, man. Just the whole list of what Ahchar told us to look for, man. It's in Matthew 24:3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? I was always on the minds of the prophets and disciples. When's the end of the world coming, man? When's the end? When's the kingdom coming? When's that destruction coming, man? When are you going to establish your kingdom on the planet Earth, man? When's the end? Because no man knows the time and date, right? We just know by these prophecies. That's why it's important for you to watch as well as pray, man. Be a watchman, stand upon thy watch. The scriptures say, man, be on the lookout, man. And we look forward to these things, man. We want these things to happen. I mean, it's going to be a bad day. It's going to be a bad time, man. Your elect's going to have to go through it. Time of Jacob's trouble. The Lord said he's going to protect you, man. Don't go out and get that. Maishah answered and said unto him, to them, Take heed that no man deceive you. But many shall come in my name, saying, I am anointed, and shall deceive many. Man, we're seeing that now, man. All these false prophets out here, right? False teachers, man. They're deceiving many, but the deceiver and the deceived are his, man. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of a little power, man. And shall deceive many. Pushing vain false philosophies, man. Pushing wayward doctrines. Saying that you can call the Lord whatever you want. Saying that all the nations can be saved. Saying this, saying you don't have to deal with the Old Testament. You don't have to deal with the New Testament. It's complete and utter madness, right? So you don't have to keep the laws, man. The law's not going to save you, but hey, man, you're supposed to keep the law to the best of your ability, man. The Lord didn't come to destroy the law or the prophets, right? You need to repent, man. It's our mercy, man. Just rehearse the righteous acts. You're not going to get it right. You're not going to be perfect out here. It's going to say rehearse the righteous acts, right? You shall hear wars and rumors of wars. Man, that's the big one. Wars and rumors of wars. Mainly over there in the Middle East. Keep your eye on the Middle East. Keep your eye on Iran. Keep your eye on Israel, man. People say at least the flock is going to draw them out, man. Right? You shall hear wars and rumors of wars. Say you be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. You don't want to be troubled when you see these things. You hear these things. They must come to pass, man. And you have to look forward to them, man. Right? The mission is yet for an appointed time. And we're in that time right now. Yet it's not yet. For nations shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, man. There shall be famines, pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. They had an earthquake in the beginning of June, another earthquake end of June. You got earthquakes going around all around the world, man. I'm sure if you had an app, it would tell you. They have phone apps that track all that stuff, man. Geological survey, man. Websites you can go to, you can see all the different earthquakes that are going around the world, man. Pestilences, all these diseases, man. Measles is big right now. We have the C-19, man. The whole planet shut down because of that. We have this new one. What is it? This new virus that's out, man. There's all sorts of viruses out here. Hantavirus, man. I couldn't think of it. Hantavirus, right? Shut down that cruise ship. Some of the Ebola virus is back. You know what else is out there, man? Famines. People can't eat, man. It's gonna be a famine of the word too. Right? Homelessness, all-time high, man. People can't live, people can't survive, people can't eat. There's gonna be a major famine too, man. People are gonna be busted up in your house trying to take your food because there ain't no food out here. Because of the lack of bread. They're spoiling the neighbors, man. Ransacking your house. Why? For the lack of bread. There's gonna be a major famine, right? This economy's gonna collapse. The system's gonna collapse. Money's gonna collapse, man. The dollar's gonna collapse. So what? You have to bring in, you have to do the whole system reset. Bring in that mark of the beast, right? Then that's when it's gonna. That's when it's really gonna start to speed up, man. When they make that chip mandatory, man. So they going to be able to buy anything or sell anything. At least you have the mark, man. What's the mark? Mark of the beast, man. They want to implant that microchip in you, so they keep tracking everybody. really, the history of that, spiritual of that is that he wants you to be his master. He wants you to worship him as his master, man. You saw that. It's like in the ancient world. If your slave didn't want to leave, or all in their ear, he'll be your slave forever. So he wants to let that digital all bored in your skin, bored in your forehead, so that you can be his slave forever. You shall hear wars and rumors of wars, so that you be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Right? Nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, pestilences, earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginnings of sorrows, man. Beginnings of sorrows, man. So a whole lot of hell's coming. A whole lot of hell's coming to America, man. The time of Jacob's trouble is coming, man. Then shall I deliver you to be afflicted. Yeah. So that persecution is going to come. It shall kill you. And you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. It shall kill you. Hey, they deliver you up before the governor, before the judges. Hey, take no thought in what ye shall say. The Lord's going to put it in your mind what to say at that time. You know? If you have to be a martyr, hey, you know, it's what it is, man. The Lord's going to put the spirit on you to be able to deal with it. Just pray. Pray that you keep his faith. Pray that you keep his strength. The Lord said, be faithful unto death, and I'll give thee a crown of life, man. Be faithful unto death. You know? Time is short, man. The devil knows that time is short, you know? The devil's supposed to come down on you with great wrath, man. Yeah, it's Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth, man. So it's real bad on this planet Earth, the whole planet Earth, man. You gotta feel this, man. It says, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. The devil has come down onto you, having great wrath. The devil is coming down onto you, man, having great wrath. Mainly Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The devil has come down on you, having great wrath, man. Because he knoweth he has but a short time, man. So we gotta get that New World Order going, man. He's gotta get that New World Order going. But hey, the Lord's gonna put a monkey wrench in the plans, man. He's gonna come in, hey, the Lord's gonna let him get to a certain point, man. He's gonna let him. He's gonna let him. He's gonna let Esau do his thing, so-called white man. He's gonna let him get to a certain point, right? Then the Lord's gonna stop. It's punishment. That's punishment to you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Right? Because the devils come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So it's talking about a man. The devil is a man, right? You know, the devil means a deceiver. Who deceived the whole planet Earth, man? Who's the one ruling right now, man? Devil, man. He's ain't some guy in a red tights with a pitchfork. Hell, man. You know, he's a man on the planet Earth, the devil. That's what the Bible speaks of, the scripture speaks of, man. The wicked. we go. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, right? When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Are the people rejoice on the planet Earth? No, people are in mourning all over the planet Earth, man. Especially out here in the West Coast, right? All these homeless people out here, bugged out people, on drugs, alcoholics, you know, everybody, fentanyl, even what Esau people, fentanyl, you know, meth, all these different drugs, get high. Why? Because they're miserable out here, you know? The righteous isn't in authority. If the righteous were in authority, the law, statutes, and commandments would be kept, man. Would be enforced. And the reason why the Lord created these laws, man. Like that phase on love guy, man. New phase on love, man. He's in the system now. He can't pay his child support. So it's $2,500 a month for a kid, man. This system allows that. Throw you in jail if you can't pay child support. You can't enjoy your kids on the side, man. Those that have kids. You can't enjoy them, man. Especially these women. Evil ass women, man. They'll put you in the system. Really, they do it just so they can, you know, some type of revenge on you. It's because they hate your guts, man. People say that's how an evil eye towards you, man. Israelites, mainly so-called black men. You know, so-called black woman has it in for you, man. She don't like you like that. All these people out here hate your guts, man. You seen that with phase on love, man. All you jakes, man. They get caught up in the system, thrown in prison. They'll throw us 80-year-old man in jail, man, for not paying his child support. In cases like that, elderly people in jail, elderly men, you know, then they end up losing their job and you really can't pay. You know, this is a messed up system, man. So the people aren't rejoicing on the side, man. Why? Because the righteous are not in authority. Just when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn, man. Yeah, so the people are mourning, man. So, as I said, when the wicked are in authority, the people are mourning. Mourning all over the place. But it gives you another clue on who the devil is, man. What the Bible speaks about. Who's ruling the planet Earth. There's another clue. It's in Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judge thereof. If not, where and who is he? Another clue. I'll tell you who the devil is, man. That's the same devil that's going to come down on you with great wrath. Right? It says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who's running the planet Earth right now? Clue number 2. Who's running the planet Earth, man? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covers the faces of the judges thereof, man. What main judge did he cover up? All the prophets, man. Going to the churches, all of them, man. It's called iconoclasm. Right? They washed over, they painted over all those images, icons. They destroyed them. Trying to burn them down, but there's so many of them. Jake was up in Europe ruling, man, during the Byzantine Empire, Holy Roman Empire, second leg, Holy Roman Empire, under Constantine the Great. Jake was up in there, then the Byzantine Empire and all that. And then the devil came up, man. And the devil was loose for a little season. Renaissance period happened, man. Esau came up out the caves, came up out the prison, man. He took over the planet Earth. Right? Again. But it says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Cover the faces of the judges thereof. The main judge is which Yahushua. Scriptures give a clear description of what Yahushua looked like. clear description of what the Most High looks like. Daniel 7 and 9, man. Daniel 7 and 9, man. I behold, till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. His garment was white as snow. Ancient of Days, referring to the Most High, Yahweh, right? His garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool, man. He looked like, how should I look just like him, man? You see me, the Lord even said, if you see me, then you see the Father. She was saying the Lord had dark skin, woolly hair, man. So we covered up, who was the one that covered up the faces of the judges thereof, the main judge being Yahushua, put up Cesare Borgia, man. Put his image up, man. Deceiving our whole people, man. Unto this very day. The people are still into that Cesare Borgia, Caesar Borgia image. That's a false image, man. That's not what the Lord looked like. That's a lie, that's deception. But that's part of the wickedness. What the wicked did. Second Maccabees, first Maccabees 3:48. And later, start 47. I'll start 46. Wherefore the Israelites assembled themselves together and came to Maishah over against Jerusalem. For Maishah was the place where they prayed aforetime in Israel. Then they fasted that day and put on sackcloth and cast ashes upon their heads and rent their clothes and laid open the book of the law, where the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images, man. The likeness of their images, man. So they've been doing that, man, that iconoclasm, man. Taking their images and putting it up. Taking the book of the law, putting up their images in it. Right? It's part of that deception that went out, man. Deceiving the whole planet. So it's Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked, covering the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where, who is he at? This man ain't the devil. Where and who is he? He ain't the devil. Esau, so-called white man, man. He's not the devil, then who is? The Bible speaks of. Yeah, he's going to come down. It's going back to him having that great wrath. You know, he's coming down because he knows he has but a short time. He knows he's going down. He knows his kingdom's going down, so he's coming down hard, man. The Lord's going to let him get to a certain place, man. Hey, we start Job 20:4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. The joy of the hypocrite is yet but for a moment. It seems like it's been rolling forever, but hey, it's short. Compared to our kingdom, hey, it's going to go today. It's going to seem like very short time. It's going to be like chased away like a dream. It's going to seem like a dream, you know? Triumph of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reaching unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream. You're like, where's that Esau at, man? Where's that white man at, man? Power, the hammer of the earth. You know? He's gonna fly away like his own dung, man. So he shall perish forever like his own dung. Yeah, when you use the bathroom, you know, you go into the bathroom, you flush that toilet, man. You don't see that waste, that human waste ever again, man. That human waste is done. It's perished away forever. described that to Esau, man. His rulership. He's going to perish away forever, man. It's the book of Obadiah. He's going to be a big bonfire, man. There shall no more have remaining of the house of Esau. Man. No more shall be remaining of the house of Esau. After he serves his 1,000 years of slavery. Right? Yet he shall perish forever, like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? Where is this man? Where's this man that made the world to tremble, man? Where is he? Where's he at? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night, like a dream. When you have a dream in the middle of the night, you wake up, 2 minutes after you done woke up, you forgot about that dream, man. But if it was a real impactful dream, you might remember it half the day. But hey, as soon as that day is done, you ain't gonna remember that dream no more, man. That vision of the night that you had, right? What about the regular dreams? Sometimes the Lord will send you an actual vision. You know, most of these dreams don't mean nothing, right? But every now and then, the Lord will send you a vision in the night, and that'll stay with you, right? Now I won't bring that up. But he shall perish away. That Obadiah. Yes, Obadiah verse 15, I'll start there. The day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. For thou hast done, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head. So all the heathens, man, that did us wrong, man, that enslaved us, whatever. That reward, man, the Lord's going to reward you for that, man. It says, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall be upon thine own head. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. Yeah, man. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance. And upon Mount Zion, man, it's all Israel, man, the elect of Israel. There's deliverance, the ones that repent. Come back to Yahweh and Yahushai, man. Right? But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness. And the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. And we're going to possess their possessions, man. We're going to take what they got, what they have, man. They're going to come bowing down and giving us forces. We're going to take the forces of the Gentiles, man. All the nations. Their riches, their power, their wealth. Right? To consecrate their gain unto the Lord, man. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame. Yeah, Jacob and Joseph, man, the northern kingdom, southern kingdom, they're going to come together. The Lord's going to uplift that curse that's been on us for generations. All Israelites, man, are going to come together, man. Right? The house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And the house of Esau for stubble. They shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. Read that again. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it. That's what it means by he's going to fly away like his own dream, man. Or he's going to perish like his own dung forever. You'll be like, where is this man? First, he's going to be brought down low. He's going to be brought down low as slaves, man. He's going to build up our kingdom. Right? He's going to be in the pits. People are going to be like, hey, is this the man that made the world tremble? Hey, this is my Esau, man. Right? In the house of Jacob shall be for fire, and the house of Joseph for flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. Right? So they're going to come together, man. They're going to battle it out. And Jacob's going to win. The Lord's going to let a lot of you Jakes get messed up out here. The Lord's going to allow Esau, to get to his new world order. He's going to allow him to get a little piece of it off the ground, man. Still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Like a madman sparing none. That's how the so-called white man's going to be when he tries. Right? The house of Jacob shall be a fire. The house of Joseph a flame. The house of Esau for stubble. Right? And they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken. So going back to that Job. Back in Job 20:4. Let's start at the top again. Like Job 20:4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short. It's going to be short, It seems like, hey, you ruled in what? Time of the Greeks, Alexander came to power, went down for a little bit, came back up into power. Seems like he's been in power forever. Hey, but it's going to be when he goes down, it's going to be when the kingdom of heaven is established. Heaven's going to be for all eternity, forever and ever and ever. So it's going to seem like a short time, man. Knowing thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds. Yet he shall perish forever, like his own dung. And they which have seen him shall say, where is he? Where is this man? We just read in Obadiah, man. He's going to be there shall no more be remaining of the house of Esau. He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. That's right. Yeah, but like I said, the Lord's going to let this man get a little bit off the ground. He's going to get his new world order a little bit off the ground, man. Right? He's jumping down to verse 22. Job 20:22. In the fullness of his sufficiency shall be in straits. In the fullness of his sufficiency shall he be in straits. Jacob's going to rise up. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. And that wicked is talking about our people. Look that word up in the Hebrew. Job 20:22. The fullness of his sufficiency shall he be. He shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. Man. Jacob's going to rise up, man. That wicked there. It's talking about Israelites. Yeah, that word there is Aimal. It means laborer, sufferer, wretched one. Worker, laborer, sufferer. Right? So yeah, wicked's talking about Esau, but some scriptures, it's talking about Israelites. So that's why it's important to go into the Hebrew and the Greek. I use research tools like the Blue Letter Bible. I want to let you get the Hebrew in there, man. So that you can understand what the scriptures are talking about. Some scriptures, the wicked is referring to Israel. Right? That word there, the wicked, is Aimal, labor, suffer, wretched one, man. It's talking about our people, man. Israelites. Every hand of a laborer, the wretched one, is going to come upon this man, right? It's going to be that uprising, man. Race wars, race riots, and all that. Verse 23, when he's about to fill his belly, yeah, right, when he's about to get this world order popping off, so to speak, man. Right when he's about to get this world order cracking, right when he's about to fill his belly, the Lord's going to let him get a certain amount. He's going to let him get, let him do what he's going to do. Allow him to, man. To punish 2/3 of our people, man. It's going to be part of that time of Jacob's trouble. Right? When he's about to fill his belly, Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. That's right when that new world order is about to be established, man. That's when the Most High is going to rain his fury upon him, man. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow and steel shall strike him through. We just read, man. He's going to try to flee from that destruction. Some of them, some of the elites are going to be preserved. A lot of them are going to die, man. A lot of Esau is going to die, man. Israelites. A lot of Israelites are going to die. A lot of Edomites are going to die, man. It says he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. So that missile's going to go right into them bunkers and kill a lot of them, man. Right? Some of them elites are going to be preserved, man. It is drawn, it cometh out the body, yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him, cometh out the body, is referring to silos, man, the missile silos. The ground's gonna open up. They have these long ass silos where they keep those missiles in, man. They're gonna launch out. That's what the vision he was seeing, man. The missile's gonna rise up out from silos. It is drawn, it cometh out the body, yea, the glittering sword, Referred to a fig tree, figs of an untimely fig tree, figs falling, man, stars of heaven falling, all these different, words to describe what? The nuclear missiles. There's the glittering sword cometh out of his gall, terrors are upon him. The Lord is going to allow Esau to get to a certain point with his new world order. Really, as judgment on 2/3 of our people, and also usher in that microchip. But at the end of it, that's when that destruction is going to come, man. That's when that World War III is really going to start to pop off. The missile's going to get launched, man. And that great earthquake, as we just read, man. Earth is going to reel to and fro like a drunkard, man. Like a great earthquake. Just brought out an article of a small little 5.6 earthquake that happened. That's his prophecy, man. You got to be on the watch for those things. Earthquakes in diverse places, man. Wars, pestilences, famines, uproars of the people. All that's going to happen, man. And it's happening. lot. So we just read how, he's going to flee from the iron weapon, and the bow is going to strike him through. So a lot of the Edomites are going to die. But a lot of them are going to be preserved, man. Yeah, it's not. Psalms 149 and 4. The Lord taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. The meek, the Israelites. He's going to beautify the meek with salvation, and the elect of our people. Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the elect of Israel, man. He's going to beautify the meek with salvation, man, being delivered from that nuclear destruction. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. In the kingdom of heaven, the saints are going to be singing upon their beds. You're not singing upon your beds now, man. You're mourning when that alarm clock goes off. When that cell phone goes off, you have to get up and go to work, man. You're not singing upon your bed, but the kingdom, you're going to be singing upon your bed. But the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. Yeah, they're going to execute that vengeance upon the heathen, man. You read in Obadiah, man. To bind, here's the point, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. So kings and nobles are going to be bound up in chains, yokes of iron, man. Thrown into a pit for slavery, man. Slavery's coming back, man. And you Negroes aren't going to be thrown back into slavery ever again, right? Heathens, man, these other nations of people, they're going into slavery, right? You Israelites, y'all ain't going to be going back into slavery ever again, man. The Lord's going to establish that second covenant. The Lord's never going to go off. The Lord is going to have to raise up another nation to throw us in slavery. But it says, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all the saints, praise ye the Lord, man. Yeah, man, to execute upon them the judgment. Yeah, part of that judgment, man, is going into slavery, man. 1,000 years. Then they'll be eradicated off the planet Earth. Esau. Just read Obadiah. Jacob in the flame, Joseph, fire. Jacob fire, Joseph flame, man. Esau for stubble. And there shall no more be remaining of the house of Esau. Right? Yeah, going to the New World Order, man, wasn't going to destruction. Spirit took it in another direction. The Lord has, his people preserved now. Look at that. Psalms. Secret place. We need to be in the secret place with the Most High, man. Right here, this is truth. This is the secret place, man. It's the only protection that we have, man. And it's also the comfort. It's the only comfort you're gonna get, man. Scripture's doing the work. Messed up spirit all week. Come out here, push the word, teach the truth, man. Hey, the spirits are lifted up, man. You feel good. This is the only comforter that we have, man. Yeah, Psalms 91:1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. So when these times come, man, hey, they're right around the corner, right? He that dwelleth in the secret place, man. This is his truth, his understanding of his word, man. This is the secret place, right? The name of the Lord is the secret place, man. That's that covering, man, that protection. Shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, He is my refuge, my fortress, my power. In Him will I trust. So the only person, the only one you put your trust in is Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. This is your fortress. This is your refuge, man. This is the only protection you're going to have in these end days, man. Wisdom and knowledge are going to be stability of thy times. Wisdom and knowledge are going to be stability of thy times, man. Yeah, you know, I'll end it on that. Let me read again. Hey, this verse 3. Read it on. Surely, for sure, He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, the trap of the fowler. He saw his traps out here, man. And from the noisome pestilence, that missile, noisome, man, pestilence, that destruction. It said, surely He is for sure, man. That's your faith, man. That's what you have to believe. It's part of that secret place, man. It's that faith in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. It's going to get you through it in these end days, man. Yeah, you know. I'll end it on that. All praises to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, man. Shalom.